Good afternoon to you, Francis. We are at the Park Road Police Station here in Bloemfontein, where Katlego Bereng's father, supported by ActionSA, are going to open a case. At this point, the case has not yet been opened. We're just waiting for the police officer responsible to come and facilitate the process to arrive at the police station. But I'm with Katlego's father, Batho Mpholo, who is just going to take us through the case that they're going to open today and what they expect to happen afterwards.
Today we are opening the case against the Department of Health, against Correctional Services, and against G4S. One, it's shortly just about procedures as to how did my son's body get into the hospital, and since it was unidentified, what were the procedures followed? Was it registered properly, and then how did it end up in the mortuary, and then who collected it from mortuary? How did it end up into the hands of G4S? Who collected it? Those are the charges that we are laying, because it clearly shows that no procedures were followed at all.
Initially, when the story broke, we were informed that the body that was found in Thabo Bester's cell had an injury on the head. But on Sunday, when I spoke to Katlego's mom, she actually indicated that the police said there was nothing like that. Katlego had collapsed. What do you know about that?
We don't know anything as yet. That is why we had to lay criminal charges, because we want answers as the family. You know, we want answers as to, is it true that the body, when the police were made aware that my son's collapsed as it was claimed, if there were injuries or no injuries, if my son was still alive when he was discovered. You know, we need answers around those things, because they don't make sense to the family. Yes, we are told the remains were positively identified, but that does not mean it brings closure to the family. You know, it's just now opening wounds, opening more questions. You know, even though we didn't want to end up where we are today, but really it is our constitutional rights as the citizens of this country to get the service from the government, from South Africa at large, you know, to be served well, and we deserve the truth.
And so far, yesterday you were supposed to identify the remains. Did they inform you about when this will happen?
There is no time frame yet, as there are some procedures to be followed before we can see, or before we can have my son's remains at our disposal. But there are procedures to be followed. Will be notified soon.
Thank you for your time today. That was Batho Mpholo. They're talking about the opening of the case and what they want the system to do for them. They still want answers, and he has also indicated that this has opened a can of worms for them, and it has opened a wound for them as a family, and they want answers. We'll just keep monitoring the matter. We're waiting for the police officers to call the family into the police station for the case to be opened, and we'll update as soon as that happens. It's back to you in studio.